Jada and Tammy. Jada is Tammy's daughter. They live in US, so it was quite a challenge to schedule or um, timelines because it's a bit challenging, but it's still good because we were also doing the Slovenia Zoom today and was like, uh, oh, is it the right time? And well, we are here now and we are happy and excited about the everything. I don't know. I really, I really feel it's something that can benefit humanity from like little kids to grown-ups. And yeah, as I can say that I always am looking for something that contributes to me, my family, and my children, and like the people around, also my clients, because I think that like with recommending what we know it's good for us, we can help others, and that's what I've done like forever. Even I was recommending Roomba thing, that really helps you clean. And yeah, in Slovenia, we got it in Slovenia and we brought it here. And just as a mom, it's nice for me just to put it in the bathroom while I'm taking a shower because I'm enjoying the time and someone is working instead of me, which is, it's not big, but it's something. So yeah, and as I sense deeply that these are good things I was mostly attracted because of children's line, because like mental health is really important, and I believe that Q Sciences really takes this holistically, because there's not just one thing. It's not just probiotics, and it's not just one vitamin. It's just, yeah, some people have like the whole bag of everything, but I think that Q Science is just put together the main stuff that are main ingredients that are ingredients for a body. So yeah, I'm really grateful to Jada and Tammy that cut their night a bit and that are here with us. So the mic is yours.
Thanks, Maria. And I don't know how well you guys know Maria, whether it's a little bit or very well or getting to know her. But I have just known her for about a month or two. And in that time period, I have learned that she is just really one of those very genuine people that want the best for not just her family, but families around the world. And so I'm going to tell you my story just briefly. I don't want to keep you guys all night. I know it's probably you put kids down if you have kids and this is your you time, maybe the only time that you have for yourself. So thank you so much for choosing to spend it with us and come on and support Maria. Even if it's just, you have no idea what this is, don't worry, we'll explain. And all we ask for is your honest feedback and opinion. So I'm going to just share my screen a little bit. I'm a visual person. I don't know if you guys are, but I am, and it helps me to gather my thoughts. So my name is Jada Marie Stacy. I'm a silver leader with Q, and that might not mean anything to you, probably doesn't actually, but it means that I've been able to help a lot of people across the world with their health and their wealth, depending on which area, because financial sickness is just as is rampant as physical and mental. And it's things that we all need to talk about and things we all need to discuss. And for me, every single one of those three things affected my life. I actually was really, really struggling with a lot of pain. I have very, very rare illnesses. And I also have struggled with mental health since I was a small child. I felt like I couldn't control my own brain. I felt depressed and really struggling with even wanting to be here on this earth for a long time. Ever since I was probably 9 years old, I've struggled with these really big feelings. And in the world that we're in right now, that is becoming more and more rampant. And there's more and more of us struggling mentally, physically, and financially. But the crazy thing is that I was one of those people that was like, had tried everything. Like I had followed everything that my doctors had said, every Western medication that they had, all the non-Westerns. I started looking into natural, non-natural, and nothing really helped me. I felt like a zombie or it didn't really help what I was going through. And so my husband, this hunk right here, he actually is the reason I'm here today. And I mean that both figuratively and literally, because if it was not for him constantly pushing for hope and a solution, I don't know that I would be the light bringer that I am today, because sometimes to be a messenger, you have to live through that message. And I did. And because of that, I'm now qualified to be able to help other people. And so what we found was that natural was what my body always needed. And we found the top of the top, best of the best that there is. But another part of my story is 2 weeks before we decided to partner and do this as a business, we were discussing where we were going to hide my car because it was literally in repo status. Like we were about to lose it. We were paying our credit card minimum so that we could put gas in our car so that we could go to work. Like we were robbing Peter to pay Paul, and we had way more month at the end than we did money. And we were constantly struggling because when you are physically sick, you also struggle financially because of medical bills and like all these different things that stack up, and you can't work as much. And so when this was offered to me, I was like, yeah, right. Like, you're right. A job you can do at home and make money that's not a scam. Come on. Like, I don't even want to hear about it. But what ended up happening was I followed my gut, and my gut is always right. And something was just so different about Q Sciences. And so I decided to partner, and my whole life has changed physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And so we are actually a global company. We have had 700% growth in the last 2 years. Well, three, because 2020, you know, and we're in 18 different countries. We have a variety of things, and my mom's going to talk a little bit about those things just real briefly. But we are in New Zealand, and we're new in New Zealand, meaning we have a lot of opportunity there. We have proven products with science that's backed it and clinical studies, and you just feel the difference. But we are everywhere. And so maybe this isn't something for you. Maybe it is. Maybe you know someone somewhere that you can send to Maria that she can help, and we can help alongside of her. But it really begins with Mr. Mark Wilson and Mr. Jake Spencer. Here's me and Mr. Mark Wilson. That is our CEO of the company. But Q Science was founded because his granddaughter was really struggling with mental health, and they didn't know what else to do for her. And so someone introduced him to the Max, which my mother is going to talk a little bit about. And he saw the results, and he just kept giving it away and giving it away and giving it away. And other families were seeing the results. And he's like, I've made more than enough money. He was a 2-time Super Bowl quarterback champion, which I don't know about you guys, but I just kind of watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. Not going to lie. I don't know much about football, but I do know how impressive that is. He is one of the most humble men I have ever had the privilege to meet. But he is also one of those people, when he does something, he wins big. And that is what he does with Q Science. He has a desire to improve the lives of others. We were founded to make the world a better place. But sometimes you can have the best product in the entire world that's going to help everybody. But if people don't know about it, it's not going to do anyone any good. And so Mr. Mark Wilson decided to partner with Mr. Jake Spencer after his daughter had crazy, amazing increases in her mental health as well. From actually being in a special needs school to being able to go back to a regular school. And so he decided to come in because he's had tons of experience. He has been in this industry and made multi-million-dollar businesses. And he has a desire to redefine this industry. And he's one of my personal mentors and coaches. I was actually just in Salt Lake City last month to get personalized coaching from Mr. Mark Wilson and Mr. Jake Spencer. And when I tell you that these men are of the highest integrity, I mean every single word of it, because I have never met people that have this level of integrity that they carry on down throughout the entire company, from product to person to compensation to leadership. every avenue is covered with him. Every box is checked, because if it does not meet the levels of integrity that we deserve as humans to change our world, then it does not come through Q Sciences. Period. End of story. No ifs, ands, or buts. And so, of course, they brought in Mr. Bengt Emanuelson, who is our general manager of all of Europe. He also works in New Zealand and Australia, and he has over 20 years of experience, and he is a personal development professional. Q is literally a personal development growth plan with compensation attached. The more you grow yourself, the better of a person you become, the more people you help, the more those blessings come back into your financial life. And so we also partnered with Dr. Stephen Kimberly, who is our chief science officer. This man is an ingredient stickler. If he does not approve something, it does not come through. He has over 48 years of internal and holistic medicine practice. He is a naturopath, but he also was the chief science or the chief editor for WebMD. I don't know if you guys, especially this year, maybe you got the sniffles and you're like, am I going to die? And you're like Googling sniffles, and then something pops up to help guide you on your journey of recommendations. Well, he was the one on the other side of that screen seeing all of these things, people looking up things like hormone imbalances, anxiety, depression, mental well-being, weight management. And he said, I want to be a part of that change, not just witness the suffering. And so he decided to partner with Q Sciences, but with one stipulation. He would only ever do for us what is best for our bodies. And so we partnered and we went on this journey to change the world. And so now I'm going to introduce my mom. She's going to talk just briefly about the products and let you guys kind of know what we have, ranging all over the place. We have something for everyone from 1-year-old to 91-year-olds. And so Miss Tammy, she's super knowledgeable. It's been really cool to like work with my mom. Like, how neat is it to grow up and have something that you can do together with the person that raised you? But it's definitely brought us closer together. So I'm super excited for her to share her story a little bit. So without further ado.
Thank you, Jada. And yes, it is wonderful to be able to work with you. At least we get to talk every day that way, for sure. My name is Tammy, and Jada is the oldest of my 5 children. So yeah, I've had a little bit of hand in raising kids. I've been with Q Sciences for 2 years, well, almost 2 years. And I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be able to help others improve their quality of life. As Jada mentioned, we have a full suite of products. We have stuff ranging, we have the hemp line, which has a variety of products in it, our spray vitamins, as well as our holistic, I'm not saying that right, herbalistic line.
Don't worry, Tammy. You're doing great.
Our Q Core, this is our #1 selling combo. It makes up 60% of our company's sales. Included in this is our Q Max, which is our brain health. It is the hack that Jada was mentioning, that they found the product that was found in the beginning to help Mark Wilson's daughter, Mark Wilson's granddaughter, and Jake Spencer's daughter. Also in this combo is a line which helps reduce inflammation throughout the body, which is very important for gut health, as well as the rest of the health for your body. And our biotics, they contain prebiotics and probiotics. Personally, this is one of my favorite products because I have IBS, and it is the only product that I have found that helped me control that. Excuse me. Bipolar disorder, PTSD, ADD, ADHD, depression, stress, those are things that are very prevalent in our society today. And these are the products that people have seen good results with. We also have the Kids Core line, which was just released. This is what everyone is so excited about, because in today's world, with everything that's going on, kids are really struggling. Um, they are overwhelmed. They don't know how to handle the changes that have happened in this past year. The Kids Core is the combination of our original core. It is in powder formula and has 2 flavors, grape and fruit punch. This also gives them their probiotics, their immune booster. It has elderberry in it, and to help reduce the inflammation. A lot of parents, even with good intentions, as busy as life is, cannot prepare the meals that would need for the children to have the nutrients that they need. One thing that Mark Wilson, or one thing that Dr. K discovered when he was researching why the mental health is so much more prevalent now than it was 40 years ago, is that you would have to eat 8 times the amount of fruits and vegetables today to get the same amount of nutrients as you did back then. So if you can imagine, with picky eaters, or kids are get busy or want to hurry up and finish eating, they're not getting the nutrients that they need, especially for their brain health. And this is the perfect product for that. We also have the Kids Club that is designed especially for the children. If they take their nutrients, there are flyers and papers that you can print off. They can do a checklist that they check every day, that if they've drank their water, took their nutrients, those are able to be sent back in, and the kids get rewarded for their taking their supplements. I don't know any company out there, no matter where you get your vitamins from, that encourage the children to create the good habit of receiving the correct nutrients. They also have games to play, coloring. Also, what I forgot to mention is on the front of the packages, you notice they were different. Well, the children get to color those, and then they choose out of the ones that were sent in a different number of drawings to be printed onto the front of the packages. So every package you get will have a different child's drawing on that. Our oil sprays, which is my favorite, we have our D3 spray, our B12 spray, our C plus with zinc. Of course, all of those boost immune systems very well. You spray it under your tongue, it's absorbed within 15 seconds. We also have our boost spray, which increases our metabolism, our Q relief, which is for managing pain, and the number one selling spray is our sleep spray. Now, what is awesome about all these is they can be used with children. I have twin 6-year-old granddaughters, and they are picky, refuse just about anything you can think of, but we got some of this for them. And their mom told me the other day, she said they ask for it, because within 15 minutes they're asleep. It's not the fighting and crying for an hour, hour and a half because they don't want to go to bed. The girls are actually asking, "Where's my sleep spray, Mom?" We also have a fitness and weight loss or weight management line. If you can see down here at the bottom, that is Jada. That was within a 6-week period, correct? Yeah, 6-week period. She told you about all the medications that the doctors had tried her on, and a lot of them caused weight gain. And she was able to gain her confidence back by using the trim, the line, and the meal replacement. Now, our meal replacement is a true meal replacement. It does not contain diuretics. It actually gives you the complete nutrients that you need to replace the actual meal. We also have one of my husband's favorites down here at the bottom, and that is the Sport. He said a lot of people that work with him can sit there and go, "Oh, you've been taking that juice," because as soon as he drinks his Sport, he said he's beat bopping around and and get this done, getting that done. It gives an amazing amount of energy. It's natural caffeine, so it does not cause the jitters. And I'm still waiting to sneak some into his water bottle here at the house so that I can get a clean house before he sits down. Now our hemp line, hemp is not marijuana. Ours is, we have been approved to label ours as THC free. And also all CBDs and hemp are not the same. I'm like, what you, yeah, sorry, y'all, I got distracted by Jada. Our hemp is a full spectrum hemp. It is water soluble. We have our 1500 milligram fuse, which contains, well, the flavors are mocha, cinnamon, berry. We also have unflavored and pet hemp. Our roll-ons, they're amazing. The Renew roll-on is good for pinpoint nerve pain. Our Defend roll-on, which is something I use every day, and along with the sprays to boost the immune system. The Relax roll-on, it is awesome, especially with stress or tension headaches. We discovered that when my son had one, and that's all I had on me. And put it on his temples, and like 15 minutes later, he's like, okay, my headache's good. We have our creams, our Excel, which is a muscle cream. It's for inflammation of the muscles or sore muscles, and our Renew, which is for joints and nerve pain. And one thing that has quickly became one of my favorites is our Twist. It is our water enhancers, which does contain hemp and CBD. I was addicted to cherry Coke. I'm saying that's all I drink all day long. And since I've started the Twist, I'm now down to one a day. And the one reason I'm still doing that one a day is to keep from having the withdrawal headaches. So starting next week, it's going to be one every other day and then one every 3 days. And I'm drinking water like crazy, which is super healthy for you.
Okay, can I just say I think hell just froze over? Like, I never in a million years thought my mom would ever say she slowed down on cherry Coke. Like, this woman drinks her body weight in cherry poison.
It was awful. I could go through a 6-pack of bottles. Like, it's bad.
Wow. So,
Very good for you because water is the best. So yeah, just drink
Yes.
water. Leave the cherry Coke.
yeah, I agree. I've been trying for like 20 years. So it's my turn to talk just briefly. So let's talk about money. Everyone needs to have an influx in their finances, especially this year. My husband was laid off 7 months out of this year, and we're in month 10. He works in construction. COVID, if it was not for the fact that we have our finances set up and we have an e-commerce business set up in a market that everything needs, we would be really struggling right now. In fact, we wouldn't be able to pay our bills because unemployment's a mess and all the things and all the funding, it's just been crazy. And if it wasn't for Q, we would really be struggling. But the thing is that all of us are shopping online to some caliber. I know I'm like Amazon click to cart, click to cart, click to cart, right? Everyone's shopping online. But how many of you are making money online? How many of you are building a legacy that's not just working for today and to pay your bills tomorrow, but for something for your children's children? Because that's what we do with Q. We create a legacy, not a 9-to-5. And so I'm just briefly going to talk to you guys about how we do that. So you become a business partner to start your own business. It's only $39.95 for the whole year. Okay, that's US dollars. So keep that in mind. I have a couple of different partners in New Zealand, and y'all, it's blowing up. It's something that is going to go crazy, especially since we have hemp there. I don't know if you realize how significant it is to have full spectrum hemp in New Zealand and all those areas, but it's huge. And that also shows our approval rate. We are in countries that no one can even touch because of the documentation and studies that we have. And so that's another reason for you to jump in on this if you are wanting to make a couple extra $100 a month or a couple tens of thousands of extra dollars a month, depending on where you are. And we all start at the same place. You get your personalized website, you get your app, which is amazing. Maria doesn't even have to know all the details about how Full Spectrum Hemp works and all that stuff, even though she's basically a genius anyways. Like she's like, whew, way over my head with stuff like that. But she can click and send to show you guys, hey, this is what Full Spectrum Hemp is and why it's better than anything on the market. And so we have the support materials that are allowing you to run your business, to help you be successful, to help change other people's lives. You have the digital welcome kit, the tax benefits, but my favorite thing is the financial freedom movement. So we are not quite there with Australia and New Zealand, but in the US, we have this movement that we have free financial advisors the moment that you partner. But even not even having that available yet in New Zealand and Australia, more and more people have been able to pay off debt and have that good community, because financial hardship and financial illness can decay relationships and marriages and families and health. And so it is incredibly important to be on top of that as well. But maybe you're not interested in being an ambassador. Maybe you just want to be a preferred customer. Well, it's only $10 for the whole year, US dollars, and that gets you 25 to 35% discounts. You get the same pricing as me and my mom and Maria, and we get to help you with your health or your family's health. But let's go back to the business just really briefly. We have a system that works. We're going to be here to help you every step of the way. We show you how we do this and have time freedom, and we teach you what to do next. You're never alone in this process, and that's what's so different. I am an experienced and successful business owner, and my job is to teach you to be an experienced and successful business owner. That is my whole entire purpose as a mentor, and I can help you do that depending on what your goals are. And so we get paid 4 different ways. We get paid customer commission. So like if you help your brother with back pain, your sister-in-law struggling with anxiousness, and you, mama, are struggling with that energy because you got littles running around, you're going to get a customer commission kickback for doing that. The second way we get paid is monthly residual income. Last month, for example, I helped 5 people reach executive. That's an extra $750. Christmas is in 2 months, which it kind of freaks me out even saying that out loud because I haven't even began. But the reality is that it's coming. How many people this year have had to have their plan B be their plan A? How many people have had to dig into their savings? I know in America, 50% of Americans, if they miss one paycheck, they go bankrupt. And that's not just America. That's in the world. People are struggling living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck and not being able to have those situations taken care of. And so we get paid monthly that you can count on. And then we also have a reward program. If you do want to keep your orders on auto ship because you love it, we can get you free products for that. And what's coming is free shipping as well. And so that's not quite implemented, but we have a lot of really exciting things under construction here at Q. And so the future is up to you guys. You get to decide what you're going to do with it. You get to decide if you're going to keep being sick and tired of being sick and tired, or if you're going to make a difference in your life. If you're going to personally work on your health or your wealth, or maybe both, or maybe you just know someone who Maria can help. You know the kind of soul that she is. You know how caring she is. You know her intentions in this world. And so let us help you help whoever it is in your life that needs that. You can either be a drop of water and create a small little ripple, or you can be like Maria and create a tidal wave of change and change the trajectory of your family and other families alongside. So if you guys have any question, please don't hesitate. I hope you stay safe. And most importantly, I hope you stay kind. And I'm super excited to hear your honest feedback. And thank you again for supporting Maria. Maria, is there anything else you would like to say?
I don't know. You were pretty thorough. So yeah, I would just like to emphasize that I had a chance to meet one of your friends through Q Sciences, sorry, and she used to be a nurse, and she talked about her experience as being like after the fourth child, she had like it's like postpartum depression, as she was describing, and how it affected herself as a mom and her family, and like the difference that Q-Core made for her and the hemp oil, like the full spectrum, was like so significant in this 1 week, and then from then on just skyrocketed, I guess, if I can use this as expression. And yeah, it's something that I think that we should be more aware of, of what our bodies are telling us, and just find something natural to help ourselves.
I agree. I
Yeah.
completely agree. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. Maria's going to follow up with you right after and see what you thought, what your favorite thing was, what do you have questions on, and just thank you again for supporting her and coming on today.